Hey guys, Kev here, and I have an unboxing, to do for you. This comes by way of White Mountain Knives. So shout out to White Mountain Knives. If you want to pick up anything, you go over there, use code LeftyEDC at checkout. You get 10% off your order, and if you're in the US, you get free shipping as well. Pretty cool, right? Justin over there is a great dude, and he was gracious enough to loan me some knives to check out. And just some of the newer knives that, like, I just can't keep buying them all, you know? And so he was gracious enough to send them. But real quick, I want to talk about another purchase I made. And this is my first EDC pouch, guys. So it has begun. People have been asking me about the pouch game and if I'd get into it. And there's only one reason I actually decided to pull the trigger, and that was to find something to transport my fidget toys. So I know some of you guys are like, here we go, the fidget thing again. Well, it's my thing, all right? So this one here is from STW. They're made in Minnesota. That's all I have. It's the mini black one. And I'm talking to him, hopefully, about getting a custom one that's a little bigger. It has this little loop right here, which is pretty cool. Obviously, you can put patches on. I got my Zach stuff, DSKFS, and I got a Detent King patch right there. Shout out to Mateo. And you get this cool little, thingamabobber Jimmy for the zipper. And boom, opens up. I put this in there. And you get these 5 elastic straps. Now, I know a lot of you guys are like, right? You're supposed to put a pen there and a knife and a pry bar and a what, right? For me, I wanted to have this to transport my fidget stuff because I go to lunch and meet up with people. I'm going to Blade Show, right? Like, I want to be able to store them somewhere safely and be able to show people and easily tuck it in a bag. And because what I was doing before was taking like a knife pouch, wrapping them all in these, and then zipping it up just so they don't fall out. And like, this is way cleaner. I just put this in the middle. You really don't even need to. They don't really touch. There's the elastic. So honestly, I could do without, but it's always good to have a little, microfiber. And you can see here, it holds 5 of them. So I'm hoping to get the bigger one made. This is like, I think 3x5. The bigger one is 6x4 or something like that. So I'm hoping I can get maybe 2 or 3 more straps in it, maybe be able to slide this up and get 2 more down here, and maybe, get 1 more over here or something. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But, having 7 or 8 instead of 5 would be nice, right? And I think he could have even fit 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He could have fit 7 in here, right? If he just moved that up and put another set here. Now, that's assuming you're using it for what I want to use it for, right? If you're using this for knives and just EDC in general, you want these two to be bigger so you can slot your knife in, pry bar, right? So yeah, that's really the point. It's why I got it. I mean, we'll see if I get deeper into it and maybe get pouches that I load out like a normal kind of kit, but this is just to transport my fidgety stuff. I know for a lot of you that's dumb, but hey, it is what it is. And essentially what I was looking for was an EDC pouch for coins, because I knew if it fit like coins, like $50, fancy, copper coins, Pete's Pirate Life shit, then it would probably fit my fidgets, and that was kind of the idea, right? So anyway, if anybody's interested in this one is the STW Mini in black, and I got this on Etsy. The store should probably be listed down in the description. And let's get into the knives. I'll unbox it here with my Serge Panchenko leaf. This is the slip joint. Really enjoy that slip joint, honestly. It's a very good box opener. And yeah, it's an M390. So we should have, we'll see what's all in here. This knife from this knife from Kizer, this knife from Petrified Fish. I think that's it. Okay, very nice, very nice. I dropped some penis, sorry. All right, so let's start with the Petrified Fish. We'll work our way up. I think some of these have been out a little bit. I was trying to get in on this a couple, it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I think, and he just forgot to send them, and then I followed up, and then we added some stuff to it. So This is the Petrified Fish PF-868 GRMS. I don't know. Grams, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, look at that. Extra screws. A cloth. That looks like new stuff. Oh, okay. I've seen this one. This one kind of reminds me of the Stout, which is funny. I don't think he knew that, but I wonder what the extra screws are for. Oh, so if you want to fill those out, you can. That's pretty cool. I would always fill that out just because I like to have all the screws. Let me see if I can get a Stout out because I just think they'd be a good comparison. Open this up. Is this blacked out? No, okay. So we'll look at this in a second. So here it is. And I think GRMS stood for green. I don't know what the MS is for, but I'm probably missing something. Got this plasticky or G10 backspacer. It's G10. Oh, is this supposed to be micarta? I think it's supposed to be micarta, but it looks like G10. Oh, it has a detent. Yes, that's the thing with Petrified Fish. They actually know how to dial in a detent. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Feels good. We have a ceramic detent ball. Look at that bad boy. It's a good-looking one. It's a good-looking one. And, yeah, I say it reminds me of the Stout. I think this might be a different one. I saw another one that really did, but I don't know. You guys kind of see it, right? See it a little bit? I'm not saying, you know, they copied our knife or anything, and maybe this was out first. I don't know. I'm just saying it gave me vibes. I've seen this one before and thought the same thing. Check this side out. Yeah, they definitely have similar hole, shapey, humpy things, and, you know, you got the sheep's footy blade. They went for more belly up to a toucan tip. We went for more straight down for an eagle eye look. But anyway, that's the Stout right there. And yeah, I think this is supposed to be micarta. I wonder if the MS stands for micarta scale. Right? Green micarta scale, GRMS. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't love the lock bar. For some reason, it's very hard for me. It's slippery. So, like, I push on it, and it doesn't quite disengage all the way, and then I got to shake it a little bit because my finger is sliding off before I'm getting to it. Let's see if I go lower. Yeah, it's okay. The steel here is D2, so obviously that's a little bit, you know, not my speed. I love the blade finish. Nice belt satin. I mean, for 40 bucks or whatever this is, it's epic. Decent stock on it. It feels rather thick, to be honest. It almost feels like a concave grind, like, did I say that right? Where it bows out almost, like, you know, like a hollow would be, you'd feel it be thinner. This feels like it's wider. It's interesting. But yeah, it's a pretty cool knife. I like it. Centering is good. Any play? No play. No rock. Stop pin. Yeah, it's a good, decent size stop pin for the knife. I dig. And you have a flip or a reverse, like kind of a key-shaped hole, right? Sort of key-shaped, interesting looking hole. I like this one. Okay. So here's the Petrified Fishy. Then we have a Kizer. I think this is an exclusive button lock that they did. White Mountain Knives, 3.4-inch Azo Begleiter 2. So I think this is the Begleiter button lock, not the giant one. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, I keep doing this to myself. Look, that came with extra screws too. This is a great trend, guys. Obviously, I'm on board with it because our knife, the Stout, comes with a whole extra set of hardware. It's just a way to go. People will pay a little more for that, I think, and enjoy it. So this is a flipper, okay. So you have this crazy looking G10 that I don't like, but I get it. Some people might be into this. To me, it's kind of, you know, it's kind of gaudy looking. It's contoured scales, which is nice. It feels good in the hand. Detent is not terrible, but it's not good. Well, Actually, it feels pretty good. I mean, it snaps. Let's try to fail it again. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to fail. 154 cm blade. Decent stock again. This one comes down a little bit of a thinner edge. Kizer's been doing a pretty good job. Doesn't feel super sharp though, but I'm sure it is. No liner lock, obviously. It's got that Begleiter look, but it, yeah, it's got a little bit of stick, but it's like that stick that people say is fine, you know. It's just reassuring lock stick, so to speak. Oops. Yeah, I think as this breaks in, that detent will feel stronger. You know what I mean? Right there it says Begleiter 2, Azo. Ergos are pretty good. Yeah, that feels actually really good. You could use this as a flipper choil if you wanted to get up close. The blade shape looks a little different than the Begleiter, I know, but maybe that's just me. It looks a little more like a upswept tip, but it does have this sort of like bend right there, and then it comes down to that tip. They did recess the button, but I'm not sure if it matters because the button sticks out so far. I don't know at what point the recess does anything. We'll see. Let's see if I squeeze down on it. Yeah, I'm squeezing on it. But it didn't disengage. You know? What about right-handed? You'd have to be in a really weird spot to accidentally do that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's in a good spot. Yeah, I actually dig it. It's not bad. Now, if you compare it to the original, Mojave Outdoors original, this is by far my favorite budgety button lock. Aluminum scales, same steel, pretty much, you know, everything else is pretty similar except aluminum scales here. Same blade steel and everything. This one, it drops like that. This one, no, I mean, the tiniest amount I can feel, and it's dropping. This one, you know, I had to really tune it, and it still has, well, you know what, they're about the same. But this one doesn't free fall. Well, I guess it does now. This one just seems a little more like guillotine-y, but you know what, it's a bigger blade. I love this knife now. So let's see if we can reverse flick it. Ow, hit my finger. Let's try it again. Woo! Oh yeah, you can get it. I'm on the button a little bit. It's the problem with being left-handed with these button locks. But there you go. Right-handed, I'm sure it's cake. Hold on. You hear the rattliness? Hold on. Just there you go. If you're right-handed, you'll be able to do it. But you hear the rattle in this knife? Just, oops, sorry, it's got a little rattle to it. This one, not much. I mean, maybe on the close a little bit when it comes in. You hear it a little bit, but that's more of a guillotine sound. This one, I feel it like all around, but definitely a good one. I think it's a good example of one. So yeah, the Begleiter 2 White Mountain Knives exclusive button lock. So there you go. And then lastly, this one comes by way of Wee knives, and oh, it has a little, oh, getting fancier here. This is the one I asked for a while ago. That where did I put the box for the Begleiter? No idea what I did with that box, so that's good. Okay, got all this stuff. Let me just get the pouch and the knife out, and then we can go from there. This is gonna be the press check. So you guys may have seen this already. I didn't ask for a particular style. Oh, an extra clip for lefties. Cool. Wow, look at that. Everybody's doing cool stuff to help us out. Okay. There's a sticker of a knife I actually own, the Arrakis. I think that's the Arrakis. Could be the Eschaton, I guess. Okay, come on. See, this is like cool packaging, but completely unnecessary. All right, so here we go. This is the press check, and yeah, I believe it's a Ishowitz, Alan Ishowitz design. And this one is one they announced at like Blade Show last year. I think they had the prototypes. I got the handle. They finally came out a couple weeks ago. And I saw a couple of people who had one in on loan or whatever. And yeah, I think I heard the detent was a little too light and some other things. But I got to say, the detent on here, while yes, I could fail it, if I pull it, feels fantastic. And I'm guessing it's dialed for the flick. Okay, I see. The fuller here is a bit smooth. Like, they didn't leave any edge on here to catch, which makes it really hard to flick. So let me try it lefty, because there is a bolster lock. So I can do it pretty well left-handed, because I am left-handed. So, yeah, it works pretty well, actually. This is the recurve version with the Tanto. There's actually, I believe, a drop point without a recurve. That's the one I would probably myself pick up if I picked one up. Just because of the, oh, look at that. They even went for the centering notch. Wow, and they nailed it. And this is, I guess, a pommel of some sort. You have a deep carry clip, no 3D mill clip. Kind of works on this knife, honestly. And I guess it has a little bit of a curve to it, so they threw in a lefty clip, which is interesting. You have the Wii pivot. You have this G10 inlay on here. I gotta say, guys, I actually really like this knife. One glaring issue, though. The handle seems really small. Like, I can't even... My large glove-sized hand, which is not huge, I can barely get 4 fingers on it. It's almost like they want you to climb up here onto the flipper tab, which is not the most comfortable. It would work for, like, just EDC stuff, but you want to have a spot for your fingers. So it's just, like, meant maybe for a small hand, because again, look, and that is a little hook right here, so you want to be like up here, right? But I can't. Interesting, because honestly, I really like the knife otherwise. It's not as hard to flick, and I think maybe if other people handled one that wasn't coated, that could be a reason for that. This being coated, maybe I can catch my finger a little better on the fuller. But that's pretty fun to do. And the action, I'd prefer a stronger detent, but when you flip it, it really fires, so it's not bad. That was a light switch. Let's try a push button. Yeah, you get a nice little push button going. If you want to do a light switch, boom. Yeah, I mean, the recurve's not for me, but hey, does it say Ishowitz? There you go, Alan Ishowitz. What does that say? Custom Creations. Okay. Blade steel on this, I'd be 90% sure is that it's 20 CV. Let's see if I can find it somewhere. It's probably on the flipper tab, right? Oh, is it down? Oh, there it is. Let's see if we can't. 20 CV. Just like I thought. Here's some details if you want to look at it. It's thinner than I expected. It's smaller than I expected. I don't know what I expected, honestly. Centering's dead on. Look at that. You can see a Ishowitz through the handle. It's pretty cool. Pivot collar, it looks like, on this side. What about this side? It looks, yeah, pivot collar. I like this knife. You know, it's weird to say, but I like it. And look, it's breaking in, too. It's, I mean, very smooth, very Wii-like. You know, that's their thing now. It's not necessarily a guillotine, but very smooth on the close. Got a reverse flick. I mean, you got it all here, guys. It's just that flat grind. Hollow would have been better on this, I think. At least back here, and then you could go flat up here. The grip is just going to kill it. That's like the killer. You have to choke up, and then there's this flipper tab. So a choil right here and no flipper, an aggressive fuller, hell yeah. This knife would be a beast if that were the case. But right now, they just don't give you enough room back here. So that's the press check. I'm actually more impressed with it than I thought I would be. So you can get all of these, the press check from We, the Begleiter 2 Kizer White Mountain Knives exclusive button lock, and the Petrified Fish, whatever I said it was, in green micarta, which I gotta say, this micarta feels really bad. It's cheap. You know what it is? It's the same green micarta that was on the, what was that Ironfly knife? The Kunwu, like, budget brand. Ironfly, Zesty, the Zesty. It's the same micarta as that. It's just super cheap. But hey, it's 40 bucks, right? So there you go. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Are you going to pick up any of these? Do you own any of these? What's your take on it? I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.